Alright. Hi everyone, my name is Gina. I'm a yoga instructor at Valparaiso University. As you can tell, my scenery has changed a little bit. I am at my sister's apartment in Chicago. I didn't bring my yoga mat, so we're just working with what we got. So thank you for being flexible with that. I appreciate it. Today we're going to do a full body yoga strength workout. We're going to start with a leg sequence, go through that on each side, do little arms, and then finish up with an ab burner, and of course stretch, and then you'll be good for the day. So grab what you need, whether that be a towel or a mat or water, get that set up, and we will get started here in a little bit. So I know sometimes it's going to be hard to see me because I know the table is in the way. I tried my best, I'm sorry. All right. So get into a seated position, anything that feels comfortable, just to kind of relax and de-stress from the day. I want you to take this time with your palms facing forward to just breathe. Inhale, exhale. Inhale whatever you need right now, peace. And exhale anything you need to let go of. One more. Beautiful. Now find your natural cadence and then slowly circle your head in one direction. And then in the other direction. Beautiful. Take your right hand, grab that left ear and pull it over to that right shoulder. Stretching out that left side of the neck. If you don't have time for anything else in the day, make sure to find time to stretch out your neck and your shoulders because we hold so much tension and stress there. Pull over to the other side. It's so important to take that time at the end of the day to just let it all go. Circle those shoulders back. Remember to breathe. And then forward. Beautiful. All right, we stretch our shoulders and our neck. Let's go to our core and our spine a little bit. So breathe in, reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand on the outside of that left knee and take a twist, looking over that left shoulder. Beautiful. Breathe in, reach back up. Breathe out, twist the other way. Left hand on the outside of the right knee. Look over that right shoulder. Come back, breathe in. Breathe out, have those hands come back down. Now take your right leg out to the side. Keep that left leg in. First, just reach for the toes. Keep that chest lifted and then bring that left hand over your head. Stretching out our obliques here. Come back, and this time I want you to cross your wrists and have your chest come over your leg and then reach for those toes. This is going to get more of our lower back and then start to get the hamstring. Beautiful. Come back up. Switch legs, bring the left leg out to the side. We're going to do what we did last time. First, reach for those toes and then bring that right hand over your head. Stretching out that right oblique this time. come back, and this time cross those wrists, bring your chest over that leg, and then fall over that leg, reaching for the ankles, stretching out our lower back and our hamstrings here. Bring those soles of the feet to meet in the center. Take cobbler's pose. Bring the heels in as close as you can to your body. And then just slightly lean forward. Make sure to keep that back straight. So I'm not looking for you to lean over and touch your nose to your toes, but keeping that back straight and stretching out those inner thighs. So as you can see, we're trying to make sure we hit every body part stretched out before we work it. So we did our neck and our shoulders. We did a little bit of our arms and our torso. And we're finishing off with legs before we get started. Beautiful. All right, when you're ready, and I know the screen might cut me off a little bit, and I'm sorry, so I hope you can see what I'm doing. We're just gonna do a few cat-cows to warm up our spine. So take it however fast or however slow you need today. This is your time, just with you and your body. So do whatever you need. All right, beautiful. When you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. Let's start by walking out our feet here. Try to bring the heels of the feet down to the floor. Then I want you to come up on those toes, round the spine, and come up into a high plank. And then just bring it back to that downward facing dog, walking out the legs. Again, come up on those toes, curve the spine, come into that high plank. Bring that body back up, come into that downward facing dog, walk out the feet. You start to sense the pattern here. Come up on the toes, high plank. Back up, downward facing dog. We're just warming up the body here, getting it ready. Come back into that high plank. Last time, downward facing dog. Come into that high plank, hold it. And then chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. When you're ready, hop or step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, reach for the sky. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, reach those arms up and come into that chair position. So that weight is in your heels, and I want you to kind of keep those knees together and those feet together and come into that chair. Make sure that you can wiggle all 10 toes and that weight is in the heels. Find that position, find what feels good. And then what we're gonna do is come up and then come all the way down into our chair. So we're gonna do chair squats. We're gonna do 10 of those. You ready? For 1, 2. Keep those knees and those feet together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze those glutes on the way up. 8, 9, 10. Hold it at the bottom here and pulse it out. Try to keep those arms lifted, working our shoulders, but if that hurts, you can bring your hands to heart center, whatever's comfortable for you. All right, a little bit longer. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands to heart center. Bring that left elbow on the outside of the right knee and find that twisted chair, lifting the chest, looking up. And then come up on those toes on the right leg and shoot that right leg back. So we're in a twisted lunge. I'll move forward a little bit. You can see what we're doing. Beautiful. Stay twisted if you can. Now on twist, bring those hands up. Interlace the fingers. What you're gonna come do is drop that knee down to hover over the ground and then back up. Let's do 10 of those. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come forward, reach for those front toes. Pyramid pose. Bend that front knee, come into that high lunge. Plant that right hand down and then lift the left up. Taking a twist here, you should feel the stretch in your glutes and your quads. Beautiful. Bring that hand back down. Bring the left leg back. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Now I'm going to switch so you can see me, but stay in that downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, hop or step to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, reach for the sky. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, bend the knees, lift the arms up, come back into that chair. Remember to keep those knees together, feet together, like they're glued together. All right, find that chair pose, hold it. And then we're gonna take those squats. So we sit up, squeeze the glutes, and then come down into our chair for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down there, and pulse it out. Good job. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands to heart center. This time left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Look up. Now take that left leg, shoot it back into that twisted lunge. Scooch up. Stay in that twisted lunge. Slowly untwist your lunge, reach up, interlace those fingers, and then we're gonna come into our lunge dip. So the knee hovers over for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Reach forward, pyramid pose, straighten out that leg. Ooh, that burned a little bit. I hope you felt that. I sure did. All right, bend that knee, come into that high lunge. All right, this time, plant that left hand down, reach that right arm up. Beautiful. Bring that hand back down. Right leg shoots back. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring those knees on the outside of your mats, toes together, and come into that child's pose. Take a moment here to rest. And then we'll get into some arms. All right, when you're ready, meet me in that downward facing dog. And we're gonna take, they look weird, I know. They feel weird, but they work. So you're gonna stay in this downward facing dog and do a push-up. So those elbows are gonna come out and your forehead is gonna come down towards the floor. All right, we're gonna just try to do 8. All right, are you with me? All right, let's do 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Stay in that downward facing dog. Round the spine. Come into that high plank. Hold. Hold here. And then let's do some shoulder taps, all right? If you want to make this easier, you can come down onto your knees and shoulder tap, but make sure that abs are tucked in and that spine is straight. If you want to challenge yourself, come up on those toes. All right, let's tap it out. We're gonna do 8. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay here, and then bring one hand back to touch the back, and then back down for the mat. Try to not wobble your hips side to side. Keep that core tight. Bring a hand back, and then back down. Just 8, all right? You ready? Let's go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Come onto those knees. And then let's do some tricep push-ups. If you want to challenge yourself, you can go on your toes. Today I'm going to stay on my knees. So make sure to keep those elbows tight in. Come into position. And let's drop down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come back into that child's pose. Let's stretch out the arms a little bit. Take that right hand, weave it through the left, and lay down on that shoulder. All right, other side, weave the left hand through, lay down on that shoulder. Okay, this one I know might be hard to see me on the floor. We're gonna try to do it because it feels really good. So come down on your stomach. Keep those hands out to the side so they're in a T position. What you're gonna do is roll over on one shoulder. So you're essentially gonna be on one hip, rolling over on one shoulder, stretching out that shoulder and chest. Feels really good. So stretch on one side for 2 breaths and then to the other side. All right, let's do that. Back to the center. Roll the opposite way. Onto that other shoulder. Beautiful. Come back to center. Then when you're ready, come in your downward facing dog. Hop or step forward. Forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, Tadasana, reach for the sky. Then widen your stance. Come into that yoga squat, so hands to heart center. Heels come up and just sit down, rocking side to side. Elbows on the insides of our knees. Stretching out those inner thighs. And just take this moment to rock back and forth. Then we're gonna get into a little ab circuit, and then we'll stretch it out and we'll be done. So, you're almost out of here, don't worry. So we've done legs, we've done arms. It's time for some abs. All right, when you're ready, come down. So how this is gonna work, you can get some water, take a little breather, is it's gonna be a circuit of 4 moves that we're gonna repeat twice. So the first move is a roll up. We're gonna do that 8 times, and I'm gonna show you all these, don't worry. we're gonna do a roll up 8 times. And then we're gonna do Russian twist where our elbows touch the ground and our heels are on the ground, or you can challenge yourself and lift them up. 8 of those. Then we're gonna do reverse crunches, lifting up and then back out for 8, and then finish with a 30-second forearm plank. Then we're gonna repeat that one more time, and then you'll be done. All right, so when you're ready, take your last sip of water. Come in to that seated position, legs straight, toes together, fall back. And you probably won't see me on the screen, I'm sorry. Reach those hands over your head. You're gonna lift up, touch those toes, and then slowly come back down. And then reach those hands over and lift back up to the toes. Got it? All right, let's do 8. With me, come down. Reach, touch for 1. For 2. For 3. For 4. For 5. For 6. 2 more. 7. Last one. 8. Right away, plant those feet on the ground, knees up, touch one elbow, and then the other. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Come back, make a diamond behind to go underneath your bottom. You're gonna lift up above your head and then kick those legs out straight for 8. 7. 6. 5. Keep that back on the ground the whole time. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful, turn around. Come into that forearm plank. 30 seconds, let's go. If you want to challenge yourself, have a narrower stance with your feet, or you can widen them out to give you more of a stable base. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right away, come back onto that back and do those 8 roll-ups. All right, let's go. Touch the toes for 1, 2, 3, 4. So with this move, we're working our upper abs. Don't worry, I'm still counting 5. And then with the Russian twist, we're doing our obliques. 6. And then with the reverse crunches, we're doing our lower abs. And then with the plank, we're working our whole abs. So I got you dialed. We're doing all of it. All right, beautiful. Plant those feet, knees up, Russian twist. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on to that back. Reverse crunch for 8. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll over. Last 30 seconds. You got it. Get into that forearm plank for 30. If you want, you can give yourself a little bit of rock. Keep that core tight. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. right, let's stretch it out. Let's stretch out our abs a little bit. All right, so come into a cobra. Taking a few deep breaths here, stretching out our core. Beautiful. Come into that downward facing dog. Let's stretch out our legs a little bit, right leg high. Bend the knee, bring it into your chest. Have that leg come down towards the right wrist. High pigeon, or come down, sleep your pigeon. Stretching out that right glute. Beautiful, lift back up. Plant that left foot. Bring the right leg back up. Have it come down to meet the left. And same thing on the other side, left leg high. Bend the knee, bring it into your chest. Plant the knee towards your left wrist. Come into that high pigeon, or come all the way down and sleep your pigeon. All right, beautiful. Come back up. Plant that right leg. Bring the left leg back. Let the left leg come back down to meet it. And then come down onto those knees. What I want you to do now is bring that right leg forward and then sit back on that left foot and then come down onto those elbows. This is going to stretch out that left quad. Take a few deep breaths here. All right, come back up. Other side, now bring the left foot in, and then the right foot back. Sit on that right foot. That left foot is on the inside of my right thigh. And then come down onto those elbows, stretching out our right quad. Beautiful, come back up. Bring the soles of your feet together, back into that cobbler's pose. Pull the toes in, straight back, lean forward. Awesome. Bring that right leg out straight. Bring the left leg over the right, bent knee. Bring the right elbow on the outside of that left knee and look over that right shoulder, or that left shoulder, sorry. So this is kind of a variation of what we did before. If you want to deepen your stretch, you can bend that right leg, bring it back towards your bottom on the left side. It's just a deeper twist. Do whatever feels good though. All right, beautiful. Untwist. Come to the other side. Left leg out, right leg over. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Lengthen with your spine first, and then look over the right shoulder. If you want to deepen that stretch like before, bend that left knee, and then take that twist. Beautiful. Untwist. Come into a seated position, the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders back. Roll them forward. Circle out that neck in one direction. And then the other way. Beautiful. Tall spine. And bring that chin down to your chest. Take a few deep breaths here. It's crazy, you can feel this all the way down your back. All right, still with a tall spine, reach that head up. Look up to the sky. Look back down. And back up. Beautiful. Find a neutral. And then let's finish with our 3 deep breaths. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in, reach. Find as much length in your spine as you can. On this exhale, let everything out. Bring the hands to heart center. And bring them up in between your eyebrows. The joy and the love in me is thankful for the joy and the love in you. And we bow down humbly and say namaste. Awesome practice, you guys, tonight. Thank you for going with the flow. I know it's a different environment, but I appreciate you going with that. If you're curious, you burned 163 calories this evening doing yoga. Well, thank you guys so much, and I will see you on Thursday. Have a good night.